So basically, this is something a little different. It's a New Year's dating resolution.
Since it's right around the corner.
We want to talk about it. We kind of decided on this in the spur of the moment, but you know, perfect time to talk about it. What do you think about it?
I think dating resolutions, if you're gonna make one, or make a few of them, make them realistic. Don't, I guess with resolutions, those are shoot for the stars, right? I definitely make something that you know you can accomplish.
I think it's for the year, the prior year. You have certain things that you feel like happened that you want to change for the following year. Right. What do you think are certain things that people will want to change? What are the most important?
I think definitely if you're going to make dating resolutions, it'd be like, my resolution this year is to maybe treat my boyfriend's family a little bit better. Or, on my boyfriend's birthday, I want to do way better than I did last year and, make it really special for him. Or throughout the year, I don't want to pay for as many.
Let's think more in terms of selfishly. Because these resolutions are something to improve ourselves.
Or just something you want to change. I don't think it really has to.
I think resolutions tend to be more about improvement. Like people that want to lose weight. People that want to find a better job. It's always about a promise to myself.
I definitely don't think you should make a resolution and say, I'm going to get a boyfriend this year. Or I'm going to get a girlfriend this year. Because that's something
There's people out there that are saying, hey, I want to make a resolution that I'm going to get married this year. Even if I don't have a man right now.
Don't.
I'm going to get married.
That is maybe one of the worst things you can do. I am a single woman. I will never ever say, my resolution this year is to find a boyfriend. No, you don't make a resolution to get a boyfriend or to get married. That's definitely something, especially if you don't have a boyfriend, especially since those things aren't things you can make happen. They just sort of just happen, right? You meet a guy, you don't know when you're going to meet the guy. You're going to meet the guy, you're going to go on a few dates, and then, eventually, if things are going great, you guys will, I guess, become an item. But it's definitely not something that you say, I have to go out this year to make, myself better by finding a boyfriend. No, you can't go out there and, be on search, every guy you see is going to be, a target because, that's a potential boyfriend.
Maybe.
No.
That could be your future baby daddy.
That could be my future one-night stand. No. I don't think it works that way. I don't think it's gonna work that way. I don't think any woman or any man should.
A lot of people, men and women, we tend to make a lot of stupid mistakes that if we learn to kind of work over next year, we can date a little better or a little more productively.
Oh yeah, in that case, then say, this year I'm not gonna date a thug. This year I'm not gonna date a party boy.
But don't all girls kind of say in a general kind of bubble? I don't want to date an asshole. I don't want to date this type of guy.
Ladies, here's something for ladies. You don't want to date an asshole? Let me tell you, all guys are assholes. In one way or another, all guys are going to be an asshole. Whether it's the smallest, something he does or says, he's an asshole, or he can be a really big asshole.
Is he an asshole because you have a certain way of thinking, he has a certain way of thinking, it doesn't always gel?
Well, yeah, a girl can think he's an asshole for, he's such an asshole, he doesn't like holidays and he doesn't want to spend them with me and my family.
What would be another one, I want a guy who's going to spoil me this year?
No, it's not a good resolution. I definitely think dating resolutions are not good.
But people have them.
I know, and you shouldn't.
Guys, there's probably guys out there who are shy. Next year I want to date more.
So if you were to make a dating resolution, what would your dating resolution be?
No drama. Try to avoid as many potential bombs that are out there as I can. If I gotta dodge, weave, duck, roll, I'm gonna do it because I don't want to deal with drama next year in 2011.
So would that include women who have children?
No, it's not. Women with children are not the worst thing for me. I wouldn't consider that a deal breaker.
So what do you think are some sort of dating resolutions that should be made or shouldn't be made?
For guys, I would say, I think changing the whole mentality that girls only like bad guys. You got to get into your head that the type of nice guy that doesn't win, that loses, is the nice guy that's needy. The nice guy that's too available. That's the nice guy that fails. You don't have to be an asshole
Excuse me.
You just have to be someone who's direct, dependable, and just someone who, you know, has backbone. That's it.
Do you have a sturdy backbone?
Of course. And I think another resolution could easily be, I want to make more money so I can finally maybe, you know, dress better, or even take care of myself better. Because to do all that maintenance on yourself,
it costs money. Yeah. So what do you think if a guy makes a resolution that I want to make more money so I can treat my girl better, or I want to make more money so I can spoil my girl? What do you think about that?
First of all, he shouldn't feel like he has to impress her with money. But if it's something like, I want to take my girl on a trip this year. Last year, I wasn't stepping up my game. This year, I want to take her to trips. I want to buy her a few things here and there. That's fine. But when it comes to the point where I want to do whatever I can, even when I'm going broke, to buy her stuff that are going way behind your means, way beyond, then that's the type of resolution you shouldn't be dealing with, because you won't have any money left for you.
Right.
What about, another one would be, some guys will have a resolution where I want to have more sex. I went through a bad breakup, had a bad time. This year is going to be different. This year, I am going in. That's a resolution out there.
Is that your resolution?
No. But it's totally fine to have that resolution if a guy wants sex. Yeah. That's what he wants. It's casual.
Yeah. I think that's fine too.
I'm not going to go to jail for that.
And I think it's a lot easier to have that resolution to bang people than to find, you know, one boyfriend or one girlfriend, you know what I mean? Because it's a lot easier to go out there and, because these are people you're not spending the majority of your time with, right? You're meeting them one or maybe a couple of times until you get it in, and then you drop it and you move on to the next person. Whereas, you know, if it's a boyfriend or girlfriend, you definitely want to spend a ton of time with them.
True.
And it's going to be something that lasts a little bit longer than a bang. So
that's true.
It's more realistic to make a resolution to bang more people than to find a significant other.
Any resolution, it's basically, it's built on that foundation that the prior year or the year you're in now was bad, and that whatever happened, you're going to try to avoid that in the next year. Like if you went through a divorce, you might say that I don't want to date next year. I want to stay single next year. I don't want to get involved this year. I want to rejuvenate myself this year because last year was bad. And I think resolutions will always be around that.
Yeah.
The whole idea of avoiding drama. Whatever the drama is for you.
For you, yeah. Yeah.
What do you think are the worst ones? Besides the one about what was that one that you didn't like? That I gotta have a man this year.
Yeah.
That one, yeah.
I think that's definitely the worst. Some other bad ones.
I'm gonna make a guy like me this year.
Ew.
Like make him.
You can't make a guy like you.
I'm gonna make him.
You can't make a guy do anything. A guy doesn't want.
I'm gonna make my best friend want me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a resolution out there. It's not the right one, but it's out there.
Yeah, I think definitely resolutions that are out of the reach and are bad resolutions.
I just thought about, like, it might be a bad relationship, like a resolution for the other person, but you know, what if it's a resolution in terms of, I do want to make more money, I want a better job, even if I have to sacrifice my relationship. That's a resolution, and it might feel bad to the other person, but that's totally legitimate.
Yeah.
Totally
I think you definitely have to look out for yourself first before looking out for anyone else, and it sounds really selfish, but it's the truth. Okay, I can see that resolution being different in a marriage than, you know, if we're just casually dating. Then, you know, it's totally fine because I have no commitment. I have no, like, I owe you nothing. No. I need to worry about myself, or, you know, I need to finish school. So this year, my resolution is to not have a boyfriend and concentrate on school. So I'm going to break up with my boyfriend. That's totally, like, realistic. But if you're in a marriage, you can't say, no, I'm going to divorce you because I want to just this. Definitely when it's marriage, you should try to work things out.
You should try, but if you don't want to, then
yeah. But if it's, you know, we have no, like, type of commitment, I owe you nothing, then it's a lot easier to make that resolution, and I think it's a good one. To definitely look out for yourself, because in the long run, this person is not going to be, if there's not, you know, a marriage or engagement in the near future, then definitely, you know, this person is not going to be. Another
resolution right there. I want to be engaged this year. I've been with my boyfriend for X amount of years. I want to be engaged, or even I've been with my girlfriend for X amount of years, and I'm ready to be engaged this year. That's a good one.
No, it's not a good one.
That's a decent one.
I can see if it came from the guy, like, you know, I've been with my girl for 5 years. I need to, you know, this year I'm gonna propose to her. But I can't see for a girl saying, I'm gonna get him to propose to me this year.
No, not about getting him to propose, but it's kind of like I've been with this person long enough, where maybe you start dropping hints. Because technically, isn't that what a lot of women tend to do anyway? Like, you know, so when we're gonna get married, you kind of throw it out there. A lot of women tend to do that.
Or she'll subscribe to the marriage magazines and.
Because as much as we may not like that idea that you have to tell a guy to get engaged, guess what? If you live with each other, you've been together for 3 years, you know, he's going to get comfortable. And because you're not communicating with him, like we always say as guys, you're not communicating with me. I can't read your mind. There you go. And he'll sit there, lovely. Oh, she doesn't want to get married. She's not bringing it up. She's cool
so do you think,
with what we at.
Okay, so do you think a girl should drop hints if she's ready to get married?
I think if it's up to the point where you're there for 2, 3 years, and you're like, you know, at this point, you know, have a discussion with that person. Let them know that, are we going to get married? You know, where do you see this going?
Am I wasting my time?
Yeah, if it's not something you're interested in, like you're, oh, I'm not into marriage, you know, at least you tell me. And if it's something I don't want to deal with, I'll dump you.
Right.
Because you already had a conversation with me. Because people, we will get comfortable. Because we're gonna say, oh, you never told me you wanted to get married. I thought you were cool. But that's a good resolution. The only thing is you just can't nag. You just can't be on top of somebody to get married with them. You have a conversation, you tell them how you feel, that's it, and you observe. You see what happens for the next few years, or for, I guess, the following year when you're making this resolution, after you had that talk.
And then that's when you decide whether it's time to move on, or if you guys get
because you're too young. Time is precious, time is money, time is so special.